Hey, this is James, and in this video we're going to break down Book 2, verse 13 of the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. And we'll start it right now. Cue the intro. Now, according to Marcus Aurelius and practically most Stoics in general, our soul is essentially where our reasoning comes from. And it's by being able to keep the soul within us pure, so to speak, and not allow it to get tainted by any external circumstances or just external things in general. By really just paying attention to what's going on the inside, we allow ourselves the ability to live a very peaceful and flourishing life. I mean, a lot of people try to go and investigate things that don't really quite concern them, where if you just focus on what's going on the inside, you realize that all the peacefulness and all the tranquility can really just be easily obtained. So I think this is like one of the big ideas that Marcus Aurelius really tries to break down in this verse, along with a couple other things. So we're going to break it down. It's coming up. Let's do it. Nothing is more pathetic than people who run around in circles, delving into the things that lie beneath, and conducting investigations into the souls of the people around them, never realizing that all you have to do is be attentive to the power inside you and worship it sincerely. To worship it is to keep it from being muddied with turmoil and becoming aimless and dissatisfied with nature, divine and human. What is divine deserves our respect because it is good. What is human deserves our affection because it is like us, and our pity too sometimes for its inability to tell good from bad, as terrible a blindness as a kind that can't tell white from black. Book 2, verse 13. So, I think right here in this particular verse, I think Marcus Aurelius really does a good job of just like explaining like how we need to orient ourselves in a world, where he says that a lot of people are constantly looking out and about, so to speak, like trying to quote unquote delve into the things underneath, when pretty much if you just do the same thing but directing that inwards, you'll find a power that's inside of you that you can tap into at any time by just being attentive to it, because that thing that's inside of us is like our fragment of God. If you remember from the previous episode, it literally comes from that higher source, and we've all been given it, that, and it allows us to reason and allows us to move in the world, at least according to the Stoics. So you see, another thing about Marcus Aurelius is that he's very forgiving of human natures. He's very forgiving of humans, and I think this verse really does a good job of exemplifying that. And I quote, "The gods are not to blame. They do nothing wrong on purpose or by accident, nor men either. They don't do it on purpose. No one is to blame." So you see, in this particular instance, Marcus Aurelius really drills on the fact that the gods, the higher beings, so to speak, like he knows that they wouldn't do anything that would, in a sense, like be a detriment to that living thing, like whether it's to you or me or whoever. Like, that's not what a high being would do. It would look out for the betterment of us lower beings, of people like us. And when you look at people, you know what I mean, it's like evilness is really derived from ignorance. Like people, like I'm so excited this idea, like if you know better, you do better. And the people that commit vices, so to speak, are pretty much like just ignorance, and they have a lack of understanding of what it means to live a virtuous life. So that's how the Stoics generally view these types of things. So hope you guys got some value out of this. Make sure you stay tuned until the next episode, where we're going to be breaking down Book 2, verse 14. Definitely looking forward to that. And I'd like to leave you with a little Stoic comic today from SMBC Comics, where Seneca's friends asked him, he says, "Hey, why don't you grieve when a friend dies?" And Seneca responds, "Thinking of departed friends is to me something sweet and mellow. And for when I had them with me, it was with the feeling that I was going to lose them." The friend thinks for a minute and he said, "Hey, you're imagining me dead right now, aren't you?" "I am so relaxed," says Seneca. Which is actually pretty funny, because this is actually this is actually inspired directly from Seneca's philosophy, from his letters and stuff, where Seneca understands the fact that the people that we have in our lives, like they could leave us at any moment, and you really just want to be mentally prepared for that, so that when it happens, you're not caught off guard and you're not jarred to the point of being unable to act. So it's good mental rehearsal. It's good stuff to keep in mind. So guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell icon so that way you can be notified as soon as I drop the next video. Definitely looking forward to that. And if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you smash that like button and you drop a comment down below and let me know if you got value from this. Guys, this is James Renhouse, and I will see you next time on the next episode of the Meditations on Marcus Aurelius Decoded. Bye for now.